Namaskar, good morning, Ram Ram. Welcome to your own channel AC Astro, and today's video is the one of the most important, very important video of this year, because this year the biggest transit is Jupiter's transit, and that is on the 1st of May 2024. How this transit will affect the all 12 ascendants, the biggest transit. Let's welcome Akash Chauhanji from Calgary, Canada. Akash ji, namaskar, Ram Ram.
Namaskar, good morning, Ram Ram. Really like you, I will say this time. The biggest transit of the year. Every year, Jupiter transits. Okay, once a year, it transits. It gets retrograde also. It gets direct also. Changes nakshatra also. But this time, it is special. So Jupiter was in the sign of Aries till now, but now Jupiter is transiting into Taurus. This transit is happening around 1st of May, 2024. Okay. Now, everyone who researches in astrology knows that this is the sign of Venus. Okay, Rohit, and Venus and Jupiter. In all the books, in all the shastras, in everything, they have been, portrayed as enemies of each other. But Rohit, there is something very, very beautiful about Jupiter. Is that Jupiter does not feel that this is my enemy and I will do wrong to this person, or this is my this is where I will do something right or wrong. So Jupiter is a very positive, pious planet, and it always tries to do something good only for you. Wherever it will sit, it will do good. Only problem is that Jupiter, if it is in conjunction with a difficult planet like Rahu, like Saturn, then what happens? Jupiter's energy is completely focused on controlling these grahas. Now, Jupiter is entering into Taurus on 1st of May, and the aspects of Jupiter are very special. That is what today I'm going to tell you a story about the aspects. So here, Jupiter is going to aspect the most important aspect, the 5th aspect, on Virgo sign. And that is the sign where Ketu is alone right now, chilling. Without Ketu Ketu alone is just like a snake without a snake charmer, or a monkey without a madari. The problem is that it will do whatever it wants because it will take headless. And people in 6th, wherever their Ketu is sitting right now, they are going through a little bit of turmoil in that area in their life. As soon as Jupiter transits here, it puts an aspect on Ketu, and that is where they will start having little bit of relief from the trouble that Ketu is putting in. When we do transits, Rohitji, that's why my research that I do is based on the placement of the current planets as well, not only just that we have to just make a video, so we make it. The only purpose of making these videos and giving knowledge, or sharing what I know, who am I to give knowledge? Sharing what I know is that that somehow some hope that we all deserve and need. What can we do? We can just hope, right, for good things. And here the energy of Jupiter is going to make sure that your hope now turns into reality. So Reji, it is a very beautiful story of Lord Vishnu and Lord Jupiter, Brahaspati. Now what happened, it's a very long story. So long story short, it is that once upon a time, Brihaspati, he looked down on earth and saw the suffering of people. He saw that people are struggling, they don't have direction, they don't have ideas, they are just in monotony in that same zone all their life. Now when he saw this, that they are not able to actually follow the purpose of their birth, Jupiter thought that it is his now, it is my adventure. Let me make this my adventure. And he traveled to magnificent home of Lord Vishnu, and when he went to Lord Vishnu, he asked Lord Vishnu that, Vishnuji, you are full of light and peace. And it was so beautiful that, it feels like another world when we come to you. So Brahaspati bowed respectfully to Lord Vishnu and said, dear Lord Vishnu, please help me, help people of earth. I want to give them guidance and make their lives full of joy and wisdom. And this is because Brahaspati has a baggage that he is the perceptor of gods, that he is the guidance of gods, guide of gods. And that is what Brihaspati did here. He asked Vishnuji that, Vishnuji, I was looking down upon earth and I did not find people in the right wisdom. So I want to give them wisdom. Now, Lord Vishnu with his kind eyes, Lord Vishnu's one eye has sun and one eye has moon. And through them, he saw that, yes, Brahaspati is telling something very, very important. He was touched by Brahaspati's request and his big heart to take this responsibility, which no one else wants to take. So Lord Vishnu said, Brahaspati, because you care so much for others, I will give you a special power, and you will have two magical glances, one that can create wonderful ideas and happiness, the fifth aspect. That is why it is called the house of joy. It is called the house of happiness, and it is also called the house of growth, because from multiplication of human beings happen only because of the fifth house, that is the children. That is how the child is born. The multiplication on this universe happens through the fifth house. And another aspect that can fill people's heart with wisdom and help them learn important lessons about life, the ninth aspect. Whenever you look at earth with these glances, people will feel inspired and grow wiser. Brahaspati was very extremely overjoyed and thanked Lord Vishnu with all his heart. Said that, Lord Vishnu, I just want to do something good and bring people, because this whole universe and our birth and rebirth and karma, everything has some kind of, this divine, what you say, there's a divine map. We are just, taking some journeys here. That's how Jupiter is also taking his own journey, Brihaspati Dev. Now he couldn't wait to share this gift to the world. So now, when you get something, so if I tell you, Rohiji, you have special power, what you will do, you will first try it. Let's see that how it works out. So he goes to a, when he looked at earth with his new powers, he saw a small village where people were really struggling. They were really struggling for food. They were trying to grow food, but nothing seemed to work. Always pesticide, all pest and stuff like that. Always used to destroy that. Now Brihaspati's glance of the fifth glance, that is the fifth aspect of creativity. Creativity. It He put that creativity aspect, and villagers have new ideas, new, way of multiplication of crops. And they started farming. They worked together, and soon their fields were full of crops. That is why fifth house is the house of multiplication. Speculative gains. Fifth house is speculative gain. So this was a speculative gain for them. They just, used their idea and made sure that they can get gains. On the other hand, he said that, oh, this power is now seen. I have seen that, okay, this works. Then next he says that, let me do something. He sees a girl with lot of potential, and she was feeling lost about her future. With this ninth aspect, Brihaspati filled her heart with wisdom. She realized that she had a great talent for teaching. That is why ninth house is also called the house of higher learning. So, with that, she started a small school under a big tree, where she shared her knowledge with all the children in the village. So Rohiji, see, Brihaspati, it is all about multiplication. That's why Brihaspati is very important. Sage Varahamir, very, very great saint Varahamir, he writes that when a child is born, the first role is of, what you say, Venus, because it is Shukranu. And then second role is of Jupiter, because it has to expand, it has to make it big. So Jupiter is the one, it starts expansion in your body, in your life. All the people who are very extremely fat, they grow a lot of fat in their body. Again, Jupiter is responsible, because any expansion in your body or anything related to expansion is related to Jupiter. All the cancer of the world is related to Jupiter, because it is expansion, cell expansion of cells. So everything is Jupiter. That's why Jupiter should be taken in consideration very carefully in your charts. From that day on, Brihaspati continued to watch over Earth, sending his special powers, glances to help people find happiness and learn valuable lessons. And the people, feeling the warmth and guidance from the sky, grew happier and wiser. Always thankful for invisible health from the kind of teacher of gods. This magical story teaches us that kindness and wisdom are the most powerful gifts we can share, and sometimes help come in ways we least expect. That's why it is said that everyone on this earth is Vishnu, Lord Vishnu, because that Paramatma and the Atma inside us is all connected. Always respect the people who is in front of you. Always bow down in front of them, because then you are doing Atma to Atma connection. Ruiji, any suggestions, anything you want to tell?
I think very beautiful story, and this is our USP because we do everything with scientific connection. And there is a scientific connection, there is a spiritual connection to every transit, every planet, and this is how you start this transit. I see lots of videos for Jupiter transit in last few days, but okay, let's start, this is for Aries, this for Taurus, this district, nobody tells like this. So this is how we are connected with Sanatana. Due to you do the research, bring these gems for us, and we collect these gems, and this is how
Really,
things.
this is not for any USP or thing like that. This is just to understand that, uh, a guru, like
Hmm.
Jupiter is a guru, right? A guru goes up. That's why we say na, that when you give your problems to, or in put your problems in front of a guru, Guru takes everything on himself. So Guru here
Everything.
does. This is a very big example of Brahaspati going to Lord Vishnu and telling that, listen, man, I am seeing that there is problem. Give me that power to solve that problem. That is what a guru is really supposed to do. When I read this story, when I got the whole idea of why this happened, aspects, that is the time I understood that, oh, it is because of the guru, because of that guru going and telling that, I want to be a shield in other people's life.
Hmm. That is
So
the role of guru. He has to take everything on to him.
yeah,
Yes, this is the role of guru.
yeah. So Guru has done this. That's why this story gives that, you know, always remember, help will come to you in least expected places, in least expected ways. That's why we
Yes,
always, a lot of books have been written that take the unknown path. Don't take the known path. Go to unknown path. Sometimes, just go and explore new things. Maybe that is where your whole, luck is waiting for you.
yes.
All the best now, Rohitji. Let's move on to the ascendants and discuss about Jupiter. Now, listen. See, this is how I have created and for every one, so that they have a very clear idea of what is happening. So, for Aries ascendant people, Jupiter is going to be transiting in the second house for them. Okay. Now, for Aries ascendant, the second house is the house of wealth, values, and possessions, and especially possessions means all the fixed assets that you have. Here, whenever Jupiter is transiting, it will make sure that financial growth, which was not happening, in your, there was a lot of trouble in financial growth for you, opportunities to increase income, that means second source of income, these kind of areas where you were thinking about that, how we get into the next level, or how do we make increase the what you say, how we get into more ideas related to generating wealth, as well as, you know relationships in your family or expansion of your family is also possible during this time. Second house is also the house of speech, and Jupiter is supposed to be a very, very sweet planet. Sweet means the nature of Jupiter is very, sweet in nature. That means honey is associated with Jupiter as well. So here you will have speech like honey. You will be speaking so well that it will help you in many places where Jupiter is aspecting. So there is one important thing about Jupiter that we need to understand is wherever Jupiter will sit, it does not give that much good one, that much potent results in that house. So that second house will have good effects of Jupiter for sure. But wherever Jupiter is aspecting, wherever Jupiter is looking, that is where you will start feeling lot of abundance, lot of awesome things will come out. In fact, this is also the time when Jupiter is also putting an debilitated aspect on the 10th house. But still, Rohitji, it is going to be a very positive one for everyone who is going through any dasha, mahadasha, antardasha, or everyone who's Aries ascending. If your rising sign is Aries, you will get these kind of results. The aspect will be on the 6th house, Rohitji. What is the 6th house? It is the house related to your diseases, your health, your enemies, any debts, any loans, disputes, injury, your fight, your cough, cold, and such kind of problems that you inherit from your childhood. Asthma, this is what it is. Also, fourth house is also related to asthma. But yes, here Jupiter will make sure that in these areas, it will enhance your work conditions. It will make your health better. If you have any injury, any disputes, any court cases, any kind of debt that you have taken from, or you want to take, or you want to expand in the areas related to these, you will have a lot of blessings in that area. It is one of the most positive times for all the Aries ascendant people according to the aspect, because here Ketu is sitting, and Ketu in sixth house is not a very pleasant sign. Many people go through legal trouble, struggle. There can be some health problems that must have started. A lot of disputes, enemies in your workplace. Now Jupiter comes and controls everything for you. That is going to be one of the most positive things that Jupiter is going to do. Then Jupiter is aspecting on the eighth house for you. Now, eighth house is the house of transformations, right? But it is also the house of struggle or diseases or something long term diseases, because it is third from the sixth house. Here, it is also the house of your longevity, losses, your journey, your enemy, your sorrow, your bad habits, your fear, and your sins. In these areas, you will have a very, very awesome transformative power that will come to you, and especially related to, bad habits. If you are into alcohol addiction, any addiction, this is the time that you may be able to stop that. You may be able to exactly multiply your what you say, the strength. The fear is turns into strength for you here this time. It will become your strength, and you may be able to get out of addiction kind of stuff. There can also be possibility that second house Jupiter aspecting the eighth house can trigger some kind of inheritance. Any inheritance that has to come from family, any family business, any money from shared resources, any money from partnerships that you're supposed to receive, you will receive during this time. And if there is anything related to bad habits, fear, fear of things, fear of taking risk and all in your career, you will be able to take that, because the third aspect is going on the 10th house, which is a debilitated aspect. Here it will bring more opportunities for career growth and improve public standing, especially because this is the time that you will be fighting for your fame, for your ability. You will be working more hard for dignity, power, your rank, profession, business, career, job, and whatnot, action, discipline, wealth, your ego. You will be able to now control your ego as well. So this is the time that Jupiter is going to put a ruling power on Aries ascendant people. It is a very awesome transit for you. Always Jupiter is the most pious planet, remember this. Jupiter can here create one problem, and there is always negatives with positives, right? This is a Maraka house, and this is a Maraka house. Jupiter coming here can give you, some people can, it can trigger diabetes kind of problem for them, any diabetes or anything related to sugar, because he's also aspecting the sixth house. So what is the biggest thing that you have to do during this time when Jupiter is transiting is discipline. The more discipline you maintain, the more possibility of happiness will come to your life.
And Akashji, because this is sitting in the second house, so as you told that Jupiter wherever sits gives expansion, because this is the nature of Jupiter. So it will increase the wealth, and it can give expansion in family also. There can be marriage or childbirth also.
Yes, marriage or childbirth, and those people who are trying for IVF, because of the fifth aspect of Jupiter on the sixth house. So health wise, those who are not going good and trying for IVF and not, it was not happening here, they can expect some good news. So very, very positive time, very, very positive sign. I think that if you subscribe now, you should help us also do expansion of our YouTube. Jupiter is the one who brings everyone abundance, and I hope that it brings abundance to our family also. You grow with us, and we will always be together. There is, if by chance, if you want to get your chart seen and read and stuff like that, so there is a WhatsApp link in the description. You can click for appointments, and there is a WhatsApp number here also. But the better thing is to go on the link and just click, so you will directly be coming to the WhatsApp and discussing with my team about appointments. Right, Rohitji? Rohitji?
Yes, Akashji.
Nabila, you were smiling so much. I said, I don't know why you were smiling so.
I'm smiling because when you say that please subscribe and let us also grow with you. And I know that last time when you said like this, we really grow very fast at that time, and then suddenly we stop. But whenever you say to people, I think there is a Ketu in second house of your chart, it works at that time. So whenever you say, I swell, because it expands, really it expands.
Thank you, Rohitji. Moving on to Taurus ascendant people. Now, here for Taurus ascendant people, this is a very big event for your chart, especially Jupiter. the perceptor of gods, guru of gods, coming into the house of a guru. Very,
very
very
nice.
awesome time for you. And especially because it is a relationship between first house, fifth house, and ninth house. Whenever there will be a relationship between first, fifth, and ninth, it is going to be the most pleasurable connection ever. Now, remember, number one thing before I start the placement of Jupiter, every Taurus ascendant people who are trying to conceive, who are trying to get into expansion of their family, what else do you need here? Jupiter aspecting the fifth house, where Ketu is sitting, which was trying to restrict the things related to the fifth house, that is creativity, wealth, happiness, everything it detaches you from. Now Jupiter is putting an aspect on Ketu, and here Ketu will make sure that it does not do anything wrong, even like close wrong anything. It is going to be completely under the influence of Jupiter. So it will turn like Jupiter. It will be wisdom. Wisdom will be like Jupiter, and it will be fast like Mercury. That is what Ketu is going to do, and it will be bright like Moon because it is in Hasta Nakshatra at the moment. So see, such a good layer here. Now, Jupiter is going into the ascendant, and this is the first house of self and personality. This is the time of your body, face, your attitude and things like that to become more positive. This will be the period of personal growth, optimism, and physical well-being. You will be making sure that how you will take care of your health in the most positive manner. Now, this transit also will make you more confident, feeling more confident. You know what we say, your destiny will be working for you because it is also aspecting the ninth house. There is a connection. Whenever there is a connection of Lagna with fifth and ninth house, your destiny is at peak. Your destiny is high that time. This transit may also bring a very prosperous and a generous attitude towards life. That means, you will really start valuing life and also valuing your karma, like what kind of karma you're doing, what kind of person you are. You will be doing that in a very positive sense. There are three aspects of Jupiter. In the beginning of the video, I have discussed about the two special aspects. Seventh aspect every planet has, right? That is, seventh aspect will always be there. It is related to partnership because all the planets also do partnership. That's why seventh aspect is always there. But here Jupiter gets two beautiful aspects, the fifth and the ninth aspect. So when we talk about the fifth aspect, it will boost your creativity, romance. If you are, see, there is a very good connection between fifth and seventh house now. So that means this is the time you can convert your romance and stuff like that into marriage. In fact, this is also the house, fifth house is the house of children, your love, your education, skills, your luck, your devotion, and your stomach area. Now there is one challenge here. Because Jupiter is sitting in the Lagna and aspecting the fifth, seventh, and ninth houses, there may be a little bit of weight gain that you might experience during this transit of Jupiter, which is very common because Jupiter is the planet that gives you expansion. So where it is sitting in your physical outlook, right? So it will give you expansion in the physical area also. But for that, you have to keep activating Mars. Mars should be activated all the time so that, whenever you are running, your sweat is coming and things like that, then Jupiter will not be able to, work on that aspect of life. So, heat. The very good idea is to go into heat. You take butter and put it in heat. It will directly melt down. Same way as you. Butter, any butter, anything that is properly made out of, milk and converted into butter becomes Jupiter. As soon as you put it in heat, it grows down. That is what you need to do. You need to, this as a remedy, go into steam rooms, sauna rooms, so that your also body can release all that kind of fat from outside of your body. Here, because fifth house, lot of good things are going to happen. Higher education, those who want to do education in a foreign country, because of the fifth and ninth house aspect of Jupiter, that this is possible. Those who are also trying to do startups, very good time for them. Partnerships, very good time for them, because it will enhance partnerships and public relationships. In fact, if we talk about any kind of court cases or victory, it is also seen from the seventh house. Sixth house is the house of enemies. Seventh house is gains from that sixth house. That means how we get victory in court cases. So those who are going through any kind of legal challenges, court cases, and they're supposed to get to that zone where they will be able to finalize the the deal and finally get out of that court case or win, there will be victory for you guys. those who have a very difficult kind of marriage, or those who have very difficult kind of business partnerships, there will be a good, change in that area. There will be something related to possibility of reconciliation. There will be type of reconciliation that you can expect. And the aspect on the ninth house, this is the debilitated aspect. That means Jupiter will be working very hard for the ninth house, especially related to your luck. It will be working very hard to make sure that your luck works for you, your father, your higher education. That means education also in a foreign country, anything related to your religion, anything related to your devotion, anything related to spiritual understanding, travel, pilgrimages, everything is where Jupiter is putting his aspect and trying to give you expansion in these areas. This is the best time of Taurus ascendant people who are in studies, in education. They will do very good. Also, because of the seventh aspect of Jupiter on the seventh house, because of your own effort, this is the time that you can also get some gains in terms of your designation. That means there will be professional elevation for you, and that is because this is 10th from the 10th. Seventh house is 10th from the 10th, and this is always, I say, this is the most important house for pada prapati. That means the crown. It is called the crown house. The crown of the king only comes through the seventh house and nowhere else, because that crown is not a crown. That crown is partnership with everyone who is looking up to the king. Same way, when you get a designation, like you become a senior manager, so you get that crown and you are then in partnership with the whole organization, with the people around you, so that you can get or give them guidance as a king of their team. So this is what is going to happen. Let's hope that this brings more extreme joy, like extreme good results. Even if what I am saying, more than that, you get good results. And also show your support to us. Do subscribe. Do become a part of the family. There is a WhatsApp link in the description for personal appointments. Also, the WhatsApp number, I got a feedback saying that it is very small, we cannot read this, that. So I said I'll make it big for you guys. So here it is. I hope that this time brings a very positive impact on your life, and um, great news should be coming from your side. All the best to everyone, Taurus ascendant people. I bow down to all the people who have subscribed today. You really made us, not us happy, but actually the mission of Sanatana happy. Thank you so much.
Actually, I want to become a Taurus ascendant for 1 year, from on 1st of May to next year, because I feel this is the most fortunate transit for this ascendant. You see, coming in Lagna, 5th, 7th, 9th, love marriage will romance will convert into marriage, and then children and long journeys, fortunes. I think Taurus people always you say, but today I will also say that Taurus people most fortunate regarding this transit. I want to become Taurus for 1 year.
Especially if your fifth house is bad, I always emphasize on fifth house. And Ketu here alone, not
Hmm.
bad, but Ketu, it is the nature of snake to bite, right? Same with the nature
Hmm.
of Ketu is to just take you away from,
Detach you from
detach
other
you away
people.
from children, for, your luck, from your skills. You feel very demotivated kind of stuff. But because Jupiter will put an aspect, then Ketu will have to come. It is, I told you, na, it is a Ketu without any aspect is snake without a snake charmer, or a monkey without a madari. When Ketu gets aspect, it becomes completely like that snake who will go according to the, according
And
to the.
now, for from 2nd of May to, I think, the next transit of Jupiter will happen around May in next year,
Yes,
2025. And this is the time when the transit of Rahu Ketu will also happen. So for
yes,
now, the rest of the period,
is going to be
Jupiter
chill
will
out.
fully control Ketu. No problem now.
Chill out. Now this is going to be a good period.
Hmm.
So all the best. Thank you so much, Taurus ascendant people. Moving on to Gemini ascendant people, Rohitji. Now this is the ascendant of Mercury, and Jupiter is in the 12th house. Now everyone, might get or might be worried that, oh, it is coming to the 12th house, what will happen, what not. See, Kendra Lord in the 12th house is not a very, very positive position, but we have to remember who is the planet. The planet is Jupiter. Okay, here Jupiter is, is going to be going into the house that represents solitude, spirituality, hidden matters. This can be a special time for inner growth, spiritual exploration, and charitable activities. While it might not be a period of outward expansion, it is an excellent time for healing and finding peace within. So, sorry to say, but it is not very, very, very auspicious for you, but not also bad for you. It depends, how you take this kind of a energy. See, Jupiter, wherever it will sit, it will create, expansion in that area. Here, this is the house of expenses also, right? It is the house of sleep also. It is the house of enemies also. Huh? Hidden enemies. So in the area of expenditure, there will be expansion. That will be expenditure. But why expenditure will be there? Expenditure can be related to the aspects of Jupiter. Number one is for buying a house, which is very good expense, right? Why not? Second is for some health reasons, because it is aspecting the sixth house. Why not? Sometimes for health also. Why are we earning money in this life? If we have any health problem, we will support it, right? And the eighth house, there can be some kind of expenses in the area related to your in-laws. There can be area related to, someone who is little bit age in your family, like someone who is little bit elder in your family. These are the expenses that can happen. But on the positive side, Jupiter in the 12th house has that energy of opening a door to a different world, where you can just enter that door, and you close your eyes, you will enter a door into spiritual zone. Because there was a comment, Luigi, on our channel. It said that everyone keeps talking about, like, for us, like, we always keep talking about spirituality does not feed us, does not give us food. Spirituality is okay, but how do we survive in this world? Now there is another question which I get a lot of asked, that I have a lot of debt. So the thing is that everything is free will. So Rohiji, if I told you to take debt, then it was a problem, but you have taken debt on free will. Get that? Because it was your necessity, and you will need that kind of energy also to pay it back, and stuff like that. Now here Jupiter will give you this kind of energy this time when it is coming, because this is the time when it will fight your diseases, your health, your enemies, your any kind of debts, your disputes, and anything related to these areas. Jupiter will give you a good result. Yeah.
Definitely, when there is a, you told that aspecting fourth house, and they will plan for property. Then these days you can have to take home loan. Without this, you can't buy a property. So sixth
Yeah.
house and fourth house together activated shows that yes, there is expansion. Now it's on to you that you buy a health insurance or take some this kind of thing. So you take a loan for a property. So better go for property and activate this thing.
Yeah, property, vehicles, anything related
Vehicle,
to,
yes.
anything
Loan, you
related.
need everything for loan. If you want to buy vehicle, property, you need loan,
Yeah.
and that is sixth house.
Yeah. The fourth aspect is, especially, it will help you in the area related to home life comfort, and emotional security will become much more better. There can also be chances that, those people who are struggling to pay debts, Rohiji, they will get some kind of source of income suddenly. The eighth, look at the ninth
Eighth
aspect.
house.
The eighth house, ninth aspect is the aspect of, bhagya uday. It is the aspect of your destiny rising. So they will suddenly, secretly, or suddenly get some kind of a research they will do. They can say ideas where they will be able to transform themselves to get more money. See, Jupiter is, um, you here making a very big yoga also. If you see, it is sitting in the 12th house in the Dushtana, looking at both the Dushtanas. So it is controlling all the three Dusht places, that is the 6, 8, and 12. So that means people who have lot of problem related to these houses will give lot of relief, man. Lot of relief because of Jupiter. And because Ketu was in the 4th house, so in the home area, there was a lot of detachment in the home area. There was complete problem in terms of any transaction related to your property, or there was any problem related to your what you say what we say with your mother and health of your mother. This is what everything Jupiter is going to be
I
helping
think
you.
I think what this transit bringing one more thing which we have to see is
Yeah.
that when Jupiter will move from Aries to Taurus, remind this thing that now the that aspect of Saturn on Aries is has an open ground now to play. There Jupiter is saving you from the last few months, but now Saturn has an open ground there to play everything on that sign, Aries
In
sign.
fact, Saturn has the open ground, but it is a debilitated aspect. So that means,
Debilitated and so more difficult, I think.
yeah, so more difficult. But Rohiji, because Saturn is the Bhagya Lord here, so it will not do anything wrong to Gemini ascendant people.
Oh
In fact,
yes.
Yeah, it will make sure that there is a discipline in the areas related to the 11th house. That means discipline with friends, discipline in hope, discipline related to your income, your gains, your elder brother. And in these areas, there will be a lot of discipline that you will start following. And Jupiter in the 12th house is going to make a foreign journey. Rohit. Just imagine, foreign journey is one big thing, big aspect for Gemini ascendant people, because Jupiter is in the 12th house for them. So foreign journey wise, there will be a big transformation or big thing that can happen. There will be suddenly some kind of miracle that can happen for a foreign journey, and can be from your workplace. So those people who are into PhD kind of stuff and research kind of areas, they may benefit this time for the most. Those who are into medical also, education also, because 6th and 12th house is house of medicals. So here everything will be very positive for you. I hope that this time is really, really awesome. Like I am saying, it should be the same way. And I wish and I pray and I give all this energy to the universe, telling that maybe this is what should happen with all the people who are Gemini ascendant. Do subscribe to uh, to your channel. This is your. We are no one without you, right? So if you come, if you subscribe, this will be bringing more and more positivity into us also, and give us more power to make more content, do more research, work hard. There is also WhatsApp link in the description. If you want to do good for personal appointments here, everything very clear. You just go click, you will be there. Or if you want to just manually do it, it is my phone number is 4034931188. You can go on it, WhatsApp us, and we can connect about your transit, what is going to happen, what is happening, not happening, and whatnot. There is one more thing, that there is a course that we are doing, and Rohit ji can give you more idea about the course. I think only
Yes,
two
and
semesters left.
yes, this course is starting from 9th of March, very next day after Shivratri, Saturday. And if you are also, one of the person who loves astrology, who want to make astrology as a part of life, so this course is for you, because if you learn from Akashji, you have an insight like him, stories, deep research, so many things. He explained everything with presentations as we do video, and more good presentations in the classes. So this is the time when you can enroll. Only two spots left. This is a thing, that only two spots left. So hurry up. If you are the one of that person who want to learn, send your details on the mail ID and WhatsApp number. Team will contact you, brief you everything about classes, and you will be the part of the astrology classes for beginners.
Moving on to Cancer ascendant people, Rohit ji, Jupiter is going to be transiting in a very positive place. That is the 11th house for you. Here in this chart, Jupiter also rules the 9th house for you, the 6th house for you. And this is the time that, because of some kind of what we say, some kind of communication, you must have faced a problem after 30th of November, after 30th of October last year. Till now, Ketu is in the 3rd house of communications, and here Ketu could have led you to do some kind of headless communication, which might have created little bit trouble for you, and your destiny might not be working in your favor. But now, as Jupiter enters into Taurus, into the 11th house for you, it is going to aspect the 3rd house and make sure Ketu is in control. Okay. Remember, I was telling in the previous ascendants also, Ketu is just like a snake without a snake charmer. It will go anywhere. If you see a snake charmer and snake, see how snake follows the snake charmer. That is why how Ketu also follows Jupiter. Like a snake, it is a snake. Ketu is a snake, right? Body made out of snake. So head made out of snake. And here Jupiter is the snake charmer for Ketu. So very, very important, very, very positive relationship they have with each others. Now this is the time that in the 11th house, Jupiter is going to transit, and this will bring expansion in your social networks, in your friendships, in your community involvement. It is also an auspicious time for making dreams come true. 11th house is the house of wishes, hope. All this hope that you hope, I hope that this happens, will happen now. And it is time for achieving long term goals, especially those related to financial gains, any gains from your business, from your work. Very, very positive time. And there is another layer here, aspect of Virgo, aspect of Aspect of Jupiter on Virgo, the third house of communication. It will enhance your communication learnings, and any short trips which can be most beautiful for you or most rewarding for you to for higher gains will also happen here. Especially, Rohiji, your courage will be at peak. Your younger siblings can help you during this time. Friends will come out of nowhere. There is a connection between 11th, the social network, and the third house of friendships. So there will be some friendships from connection that will help you to do some bigger growth in your life. Also, Rohitji, the third house is the house of your hobbies. So this is the time to turn your hobbies into reality. I told you dreams are coming true. So those who want to do startups, very good time for you. Why? Because Jupiter is also aspecting the fifth house of startups. Aspect on Scorpio will boost your creativity, will make your romance, to be awesome. And also you will get pleasure from children. So Jupiter is going to be making sure that from the fifth house, education, let it call skills development, let it call being personally being happy, happiness, joy. This is what you will be having this kind of energy during this time. But one small thing, Jupiter is a planet that gives expansion wherever it looks. This is the house of your stomach, the fifth house. Your stomach can also get expanded. So doing working out and stuff like that will be more positive for you. The third aspect of Jupiter is going on the seventh house for you. This is the house of your partnerships, your eating habits, spouse, marriage, and business partnership, court cases. That is victory from court cases, and life partner traits and whatnot. Happiness, joy, divorce. Fourth from the fourth, the second house in a foreign country. That's what this is. 10th from the 10th, rising of status in your career. This is a very important house, seventh house. Now, Jupiter is putting a debilitated aspect here. Now, this means that Jupiter will struggle very hard to work for you. It will make sure that it will try and give you a good designation in the work area. So you can expect promotion in the next 1 year. That is very unexpected. You can expect the fifth house and the seventh house connection of seventh and ninth aspect. You can expect first and second child or first and second marriage. This is what can happen during this time. Very positive time for you. Then Jupiter aspecting here, those who are into in trouble in love and won't be able, are not getting any chance or any way to find how they become one or unite. This is time for you to unite. And wealth wise, health wise, it is going to be a very positive time because 11th house is also sixth from the sixth. So sixth from the sixth is house of small illnesses. So these small illnesses that you are going through, like migraines or some tooth problem, which are small, which are there for a very small period, or psoriasis, any kind of skin infection, or any kind of allergies. This is what is going to, Jupiter is going to solve them for you. There is going to be solution coming out for you. But the best part of Jupiter is the fifth aspect. Whenever fifth house and 11th house make any kind of connection, there is wealth that comes to you, because fifth house is the Mata Lakshmi, Lakshmi Trikon. During this time, all the Cancer ascendant people must do Vishnu Sahasranam, the number one remedy in the world. There is nothing better and good than Vishnu Sahasranam that can make your life more abundant, more positive during this time. All the best for the Cancer ascendant people, and do subscribe so that you become a part of our family. Let us also expand our knowledge. Or who are we to give knowledge? I always say this: our research of what the celestial system, how it works. We also get a lot of good comments from your side that if your Jupiter is here or there, right below, we reply to almost every comment which requires reply. So you are welcome to be a part of interaction, like interact with us all the time. All the best for all the people. There is going to be some very good news from you guys, I know, very sure. Subscribe, and there is a WhatsApp link in the description. Click on it and you will come to our team. Or if you want to go the traditional way, there is the number is here, 4034931188. You feed it on your phone and then message hello. We will be able to talk to you. All the best, Cancer ascendant people. May this time be one of the best time for you this year, especially because of Jupiter. The most wisest plan is coming into your 11th house. Moving on to Leo ascendant people. Now here, when we talk about Leo ascendant, including me, this is the time that Jupiter activates the 10th house for you. 10th house of fame, ability, dignity, power, rank, profession, business, career, job, discipline, and whatnot. Just see that it was in the ninth house where Saturn was putting an aspect. So Jupiter was always controlling Saturn, but still your destiny was at peak. And now Jupiter is going to be aspecting your second house where Ketu is sitting, and a lot of detachment from wealth could have been happening. A lot of problem in your, in your eyesight, a lot of problem in your teeth, dental problems, problem related to money, money balance, wealth, your right eye, your speech. These are the areas where it could have led a little bit of challenge or detachment. Ketu alone, sitting alone, right? It is just a snake sitting alone. It can bite anyone. But when a snake charmer is here, snake will follow the snake, and Jupiter is the snake charmer for Rahu, for Ketu. Here, second aspect of Jupiter will increase your financial resources and material possessions. There can be some kind of material fixed assets, maybe a property that you will be buying during this time. So it also means that you will be taking some debt also during this time, but this will be for the better, for a bigger growth, bigger, there is a bigger Devya Yojana. That means a bigger scenario is you have to see, look at the bigger scenario at the moment. Then fourth aspect, or the seventh aspect on the fourth house will expand your home life and emotional foundation. This is the time. See, now this fourth house is also related to heart, chest, lungs, blood. So blood pressure problem can come. Problem related to heart, inflammation in heart or chest or lungs, or some kind of waterborne diseases can happen. So you have to be extremely careful. Extremely careful means extremely careful during this time. By mistake, what I have done, Rohitji, the third house is also 7 and the fourth house is also 7. I've missed 8, writing 8 here. So
Oh,
yeah, so just there is one mistake, so just ignore that. This is the 8, that is, this is Scorpio only, but this is number 7 by mistake I have written. So anyways, here it is aspecting the fourth house of Scorpio, where it expands your home life and emotional foundation. In fact, this is the time that if you were trying to change your vehicle, get some money, hidden money. Why is this hidden money house, Rohit? Tell me. This is the house. This is the house that is ninth from the eighth.
ninth from the eighth.
Yeah. So this is, destiny, hidden, sudden destiny transformation, money that you get suddenly, hidden money, because eighth house is the hidden house. So that
Hmm.
this is the hidden house of money. This is the hidden house, also the house that is related to your vehicles, your home, your feelings, people, in your those who reside in your family, as well as people's property. If anyone's property you are supposed to get, that is also this fourth house.
Hmm.
And the aspect, the ninth aspect, Roji, is going to be on the sixth house. This is Capricorn, where Jupiter becomes debilitated. But Jupiter aspect is just like honey, Amrit. It is the nectar. It is that kind of Amrit that everyone wants. And here it will enhance your health. Your daily work and service conditions will become much more better than what it is right now. Because see, 10th house and 6th house are making a connection. That means workplace and career is making a connection with each other. So your diseases that you are having will be solved, your health problems will be solved, there will be a lot of discipline that comes to your life. Your enemies will not be able to face you, your enemies will not be able to do anything to you. But your debt will increase, because here Jupiter has to give expansion in debts. If any injury or anything related to any fights and all, everything will be controlled, because Jupiter is the planet with the ninth aspect. It gives more wisdom, more higher learning in the areas related to this, so you become mature during this time. There is also a chance that Jupiter in the 10th house will make sure that many people will become very action oriented, very karma oriented, very, like, they will start talking a lot of sense in their actions. So suddenly people may feel that, I don't know what has happened to you, because your speech is becoming like honey, because of the fifth aspect of Jupiter on the second house. In fact, the fifth aspect of Jupiter on the second house also tells that there can be some increase in wealth. Or if you were thinking of starting or joining your family business, this is the right time for you. Wealth from family, I'm saying, not increase in wealth is for sure, because it's the fifth aspect, Mahalakshmi aspect, and Ketu is going to be completely under control of Jupiter. You will become more awesome positive during this time. Jupiter in this 10th house is one of the most favorable places for Jupiter to be, because from here, if we count the houses of Jupiter, Rohitji, the 8th house becomes the 11th house of Jupiter, and the 5th house become 8th house of Jupiter, where Jupiter naturally rules the 8th house for you. So it is a very positive thing for you. In this chart, Jupiter is the only planet that can give you lottery or any kind of lottery, because it is the owner of the fifth and the 8th house. Whenever there will be such things, there will be speculative gains as well. So it's a positive time for you. Make the best of it. Don't other planets will not be able to do major harm to you. Saturn becomes completely free now, because it is now aspecting the 9th house, so your luck is in the hand of Saturn's now. So make sure that you are into discipline. The more discipline you are into, the more your luck will follow you. All the best, all the Leo rising people. Do subscribe. I know you come watch, you go, but you don't subscribe sometimes. Or once subscribe, I know subscription will give us power more than you are. Also, family will get expand. So please help us in this area, and we will help you with this daily predictions and all the transits that are going on in the world. There is a WhatsApp link in the description for personal appointments. You can go on acastro.ca to see what are the appointments. Or there is my phone number also here, 4034931188. You can WhatsApp here, and you can also, like, it is easier to go in description and just click on WhatsApp. All the best. Moving on to Virgo ascendant people. Now this is where the Lagna is here occupied by Ketu, Rohitji. Now Lagna occupied by Ketu was, or is a challenge, man, because here your whole mind, your attitude, yourself completely becomes detached. Your health, wealth, your sorrow, your fame, your destiny, everything is detached from your life. You suddenly start withdrawing when this kind of things happen. But Jupiter entering your destiny house, making a connection with the first house, the fifth house, and the third house. Third house is still okay. It's okay, related to your courage and communication, does not matter. But main Jupiter here is, what is the signal that Jupiter is giving? That is the most important thing to know. Jupiter is aspecting the first house of your body, face, mind, attitude, self, physical outlook, your destiny, fame. First house is the mixture of all the other 11 houses. Remember this. First house is everything. It is also your enemy, it is also your friend. This is the time that Jupiter moves into the 9th house, which is associated with higher education, travel, and philosophy. And that are the areas which Jupiter actually rules. This transit favors learning. That means this is the time Virgo ascendant people will be the most one joining the AC Astro course, because from May onwards their higher learning is getting triggered. So Jupiter is already going there. So already there must be thinking of higher learning, or do some courses, or take some spiritual evaluations and stuff like that. Here, this transit also, you will be interested in spiritual or philosophical studies, or planning to long distance travel, and that too can be for pilgrimage or either to study to a foreign country. This is the time those who are writing a book, very specifically, those who are writing a book, very good time for you, because 9th house and 3rd house are making a very good combination. So this is the time to partner with your courage and write a book, so that brings you more happiness in your life. Now, the first aspect of Jupiter, the 5th aspect, I mean, is on the 1st house, in Virgo. It will promote personal growth, physical well-being, and confidence for you. And we need that right now, because Ketu came and Ketu had completely made you a little bit down. And you need that physical, personal growth and transformation in your confidence. It's very much required. This is the reason that you will start making very good benefits. Now see, remember, there is Jupiter aspecting the 3rd house of communication, learning, and local travel. That means small distance travel. So this 9th house and 3rd house, whenever they will also make a combination, there will be a long distance travel for a shorter period of time. So you may just go for a project somewhere and come back after May of this year, or maybe around May of this year. And you must have got that news now only, that you are going there and you'll be coming back very soon. Now, the this aspect, the seventh aspect, will make sure that if there is any relationship problem between friends, between your younger brother, between your younger siblings, or any kind of hobbies that you want to make your part-time second work, this is the time that you will be able to do that. So it's a positive time again. Secondly, the third aspect of Jupiter is on Capricorn. It is a debilitated aspect. Jupiter is aspecting ninth from the ninth. What do you need more? This is one of the most, in fact, it is debilitated aspect, but this is one of the most positive aspect for progeny. That means if you want to create babies, if you want to create love affairs, if you want to create any kind of education, or if you want to become a teacher yourself, if you want to upgrade your skills, enhance something, start something, startups, your destiny will be working for you if you do startups during this time. But see, I advise that whenever you're doing a startup, just do it on the side and keep working, so that at least your startup has to become 50% of salary that you are getting right now. You should get that from the startup, and then you can transition into it. That is what my advice is to all the people who I talk to. But overall, if you see it, everything is in front of yourself. That's why I have written every. If you see every house, you will see the nature of that house, the possibilities of that house, and how this is the time that you may benefit with this pious planet Jupiter sitting in the ninth house, a guru sitting in the house of guru. What do you need more, man? Like, this is, it is a dream come true for we Virgo ascendant people, that all the wishes they have, all the places where their luck should work, because they are hardworking people. Virgo people are the most hardworking people, because see, Rohit, they have third house owner as Mars. Mars is extremely hardworking guy. So these Virgo ascendants are out of the most. I have seen the most hardworking people in the world. But the problem is that destiny was not supporting, because Jupiter was in the eighth house. Now Jupiter is in the ninth house. Your destiny is going to support. You are going to get some good news in your designation, your good news in related to your properties as well. So very positive time, very, very positive, awesome time for you. Let's hope for the best. I think that I'm sure that you will give me good news and you will subscribe, because subscription is very, very less of Virgo ascendant people. I have seen the data. Virgo ascendant people don't subscribe. So do subscribe. Rohiji, what do you say?
Definitely, because Virgo ascendant people, Mercury ruled people, the most intelligent people, and they know that subscription is important for both of us, because we have to make lots of videos. Saturn transit, people will say no, Saturn is not transiting this year, but we say yes, there are few transits which are hidden. We will tell you. Subscribe this and wait for that videos.
Yes, Rohiji. Thank you, Virgo ascendant people. All the family members. This is There's a WhatsApp link in the description. So if you just go down into the scroll down in description, you can click and directly come on WhatsApp if you have any questions regarding appointments. And there is traditional number also here. If you want to click on it, you will. You if you want to feed it in your phone, that is also good. All the best. Moving on to the favorite ascendant on the planet, that is Libra ascendant people. For Libra ascendant people, I was talking to someone today. He said, "Sir, why do you keep saying it is my favorite ascendant?" He was a South Indian guy. I say, because it is my favorite ascendant. All my the loved ones that I have in my life are Libra ascendant people. So he said, "Okay, sir, very nice." I'm like, "Okay, very nice." So for Libra ascendant people, Jupiter, if you see the placement of Jupiter, it is the lord of the sixth house and the lord of the third house. So what has Venus done here? Venus has made sure that Jupiter is given two very difficult houses, because these are the houses that a guru only can, take care of. And Venus is so powerful that it has given himself also. After Mars, the most courageous person in this world is Venus only, because Mars has given, if you see the number one chart, the Mars chart, Mars has given eighth house to himself only. Here, Venus also has given eighth house to himself. So that means here Jupiter, when it comes here, this is going to be the most positive thing for all the Libra ascendant people, because out of all, Jupiter is making a Vipreet Rajyog in your chart, which is the most beautiful thing that is happening to you people. Jupiter is a planet that wants to give you abundance, everything in abundance. So if even if it is positive, even it is negative, it will give you abundance. The good part, the part of Jupiter is the filtration that Jupiter does. Jupiter makes sure that maximize the positivity and minimize the negativity. That is what Jupiter's role is. That's why there is one very common thing that people say, that if you don't know anything, just wear a yellow sapphire. It can never do anything wrong to you, because that is Jupiter's stone. It is a pious stone. It will never do anything wrong. Anyone in this world can wear a yellow sapphire. Now Jupiter in the 8th house for you, it will be related, this time will be related to big transformation, your shared resources and intimacy. This period can bring growth through change, deeper emotional connections, and financial benefits from external sources like inheritance, partnerships, or investments. Very, very evident in front of you. See the aspects of Jupiter. First of all, in the 8th house, the sudden ups and downs in your life that are going through, that you were going through or might be experiencing, will come to a halt. Jupiter believes in lot of stability. So Jupiter will make you stable. On the other hand, Jupiter here will encourage a lot of spiritual growth, solitude, and introspection because of the aspect on the 12th house. This also means that those people who are trying to go to a foreign country, try to buy a property in a foreign country, or try to invest in a foreign country, this will be a right time for you to do so. In fact, any contracts or any kind of wealth that you're expecting from foreign country is where you can make a very good connection this time, because Jupiter is also aspecting your second house of money, your bank balance, your wealth, your speech. So there can be some communication with some foreign related uh, places which can give you more wealth. Second house is also the house that will increase your financial gains and your material security. That means your bank balance will be in positive this time, not in negative. See, you must have almost 50% of your goals of this year must have been achieved, because Jupiter was in the 7th house aspecting your 11th house. So with the aspect of Jupiter of the 11th house, just see how beautiful Jupiter has done things for you. Now aspect on Ketu sitting in the 12th house for you, which was making you completely detached and very, very socially very, very detached from other people, and always being involved in yourself, into meditation, into like inner peace. That is what you were trying to look for during this time. Now, because Jupiter will look at Ketu, this will be the time that spiritual light will also light up inside you. This is the houses of expenditure. Ketu here might have made sure that to detach from money, so expenditure must have been very high. There would have been travel to different countries. Your bank balance might have affected also. This is the time that now Jupiter will make sure that expenditure becomes to the less, and where it becomes, expenditure will be there. By the way, it's not like it's not going to be there, but it will be there to buy fixed assets, because there is a relationship between second house and fourth house now. So there will be buying of fixed assets and stuff like that, is where you will be able to focus on and make something out of that area. Aspect on Capricorn on the fourth house, that is the aspect of, that is a debilitated aspect of Jupiter. Okay, because this is Capricorn here, Jupiter becomes debilitated. Now what happens here? Even with debilitation, it will expand your home, expand your family life, and emotional comfort will be to the utmost. In fact, those people who have any trouble with their mother, or little bit of challenge with the mother, or inheritance or property, they will find something very, very easy way out of that, because Jupiter is also very clearly making a relationship between 8th house and 4th house. 4th house is the house of property, 8th house is the house of inheritance. So in that area where you were struggling in that kind of areas, you will get some kind of relief very easily. Those who also want to do anything related to what you say, anything related to your in-laws, father-in-law, something that you're supposed to get from that area, here you can expect that, because there is a relation between eighth this fourth house is ninth from the 8th house. That means it is the house of father-in-law, sorry. So there will be some kind of good gains that you may get during this time. So very positive time. Let's hope for the best. I feel that there can also be one more very good news which will happen is that those people who are in research and development areas, and those people who are in very very big positions doing research, some kind of research, some kind of patent that they are trying to apply, you will pass, you will get through that time, because Jupiter in the eighth house will make sure that there is some miracle that you do in scientific or any kind of medical research, because there is also connection between 12th house of hospitals and and eighth house of sudden research suddenly that comes out of the earth. Rohitji, what do you say?
I want to say that my connection is different. I want to say these are the people who will come to you now learn astrology, because eighth house is also house of astrology, research, divine
Okay.
things. And you are sitting in the Canada 12th house. People will come. You see one aspect there. So they will learn astrology sitting at home for the from the person who is sitting abroad. So this is a time when they can learn astrology. And Libra people are those people who are going to join this course. Now say you only two people remaining in the batch, rest of the batch is full. But Akashji, when you will see the charts of your, when you will discuss charts in class, most of the people will be the this Libra people. So this is information for the those who want to join astrology course from very beginning, those who love astrology, those who want to do research in a scientific manner. This is a time when you can join this course starting from 9th of March, very next day after Shivratri, sitting at home learning from Akashji in a very presentative manner. This is a time when you can also enroll. Send your details on the mail ID or the WhatsApp number given below. Team will contact you, brief you, and you will be the part of this divine journey.
Thank you, Rohitji. And before we go, Libra ascendant people, the one of the best ascendants, please subscribe so that you can be a part of us, we can be a part of you for the rest of our lives. All the best. Thank you. There's a WhatsApp link in the description. You can click there and you will be able to talk to the team for appointments if needed. All the best. Moving on to Scorpio ascendant people. Now, here Jupiter is coming into the Kendra, into the seventh house, Rohitji. And for Scorpio ascendant people, this is the sixth house is a very very important place where Jupiter is putting an aspect, because this is the house of gains for them, and Ketu comes here and puts them into social dilemma, like they're completely non-social they become. So Ketu, the main Jupiter transit in Taurus is only for controlling Ketu. That is the biggest thing that is going to happen. This is the time, because Jupiter has come to your seventh house, there will be emphasis on relationships, partnerships, and public dealings. This is a positive time for new and existing partnerships, both personal and business. The focus is on harmony, cooperation, and beneficial contracts. Rohiji, seventh house is a very important house. It is 10th from the 10th. It is fourth from the fourth. It is first. It is seventh from the first. Very important house. This is the house that really can judge everything related to what you are supposed to expect when you interact with some other person. Like when you get other person in your life, what are you supposed to get? Like when you get married, you get a wife. When you go to some business, you get a designation. When you go, everything related to this seventh house is called the house of crown. Crown that you wear on your head.
I think this is the most important house. You see, in Lord Shiva also we see Ardhanareshwar. Shiva is incomplete without Shakti. So this is the most important house. The seventh house can make your life. The seventh house can spoil your life. So any house will weak in this chart, you can manage. But if seventh house, this is disaster. So yes, this is very important house.
Yeah, this is a very important house, and here it is a very important placement of Jupiter also. The fifth house lord has come into the seventh house. The second house lord has come into the seventh house. Jupiter is little bit maraka in this chart, but it is also the wealth giver. Now those people who were not able to generate wealth through partnership, this is the time they will be able to generate wealth through partnerships. There will be some abundance in that area that you never expected, that you will be able to make partnerships or stuff like that. Those who were trying to make a family of their own, get married, get into any kind of love life, they were trying to convert into real marriage life, this is the time that you will be able to do that. This is the time that you get some kind of crown on your head, because Jupiter is the planet of expansion. This is the house of Pad Prapati. That means some kind of designation that you get. So all the people who are waiting for promotion, this is the time for you. During this time when Jupiter is going to take this placement, Sun on the other hand will become exalted here. 14th of April, Sun will be exalted till 15th of April, 15th of May. And this is the time, Rohitji, that Jupiter also is, coming into the seventh house for them. So that means in the workplace, they will have the most benefit ever. Ever means ever in their life. More than Jupiter, the aspects of Jupiter work in a very positive manner. And the 11th aspect will go on the expansion of social networks and support achievements of long-term goals. Here, Ketu might have just made you brought you into isolation from your social circles. All the Scorpio ascendant people might be feeling from 30th of October, they have become very, very personal. They have not tried to share their emotions or, stuff with other people. They must have become very, very relaxed and into their own world. Now this is the time that you will be going out, stepping out, your wishes, your hope, your your income, your gains, your help from elder brothers or friends, brother like friends. This is the time that you will receive some area or some positivity from that area. Jupiter, on the other hand, is going to aspect your lagna. That means your personal enhancement of personal development, your self-awareness, your physical well-being will also be seen by Jupiter. So Jupiter aspecting two Kendras, very important. Jupiter in Kendra aspecting a Kendra, very, very good, very, very awesome thing for you. This is the time that because of your attitude and your self physical outlook, in fact, of your nature, and you will get fame, you can get some kind of big profits because it is making a connection with the 11th and the first house. And that profit will come through the third aspect of Jupiter on your third house, the ninth aspect. This is where it will improve your communication, your intellectual pursuits. That if you want to apply for some kind of patent, some kind of thing that you have invented during this period, or you want to make some communications, or to get some designation or get some kind of contracts or income, some gains, this is the right time to do it. It is a time this will give you courage. Any short distance travel that you are supposed to take to get somewhere, to get to go to exhibitions, to go to events, to go to network, this is the right time for you. You should not avoid any, because that will bring you more prosperity in your life. The more you will travel, the more you will become happy. All the travel that will happen now will be for a short distance, but it will happen. Those people who are into any kind of area, like getting some designation in terms of education, or getting some money balance, wealth, or something related to their speaking abilities, they want to enhance that, or it will automatically feel a lot of enhance. You will be putting a lot of effort during this time because of the ninth aspect on the third house. So I hope, man, that everything I say comes to truth, and all the suffering that you're going through, especially in terms of income and gains because of the 11th house Ketu placement, which asked for detachment in that area, may this solve, and may you start getting real positive news in your life. Luigi, you have any aspect here to cover?
See, this is one of the chart of my best friend. He is a doctor, and as I see, yes, in according to his chart also there is a increase in liquid income also. Seventh house is house of liquid money also,
Yeah.
and wishes also come true, because 11th house is house of wishes also. So when Jupiter is putting an aspect on the 11th house, it will fulfill your wishes. But only thing what you have to do is increase the efforts, because of the third house, Jupiter putting one aspect on the third house also. So direct connection. If you want to increase your liquid money, do efforts, get your wishes fulfill and gains. So this is a exact combination, and that wisdom is directly coming from Jupiter on the Lagna. So these are the also very happy people this 1 year.
Very, very nice. Jupiter in Kendra is always good.
always
Kendra is called Vishnu Stan and Trikonas are called Lakshmi Stan. So
Lakshmi.
Vishnu ji, like, do Vishnu Sahasranam, man. For you to Scorpio ascendant, there is no other remedy only. Fifth house
No.
is ruled by Jupiter. Do Vishnu Sahasranam, you will get whatever you need. Okay, all the best. Moving on, and do subscribe, man. If you don't subscribe, then we feel a little bit bad. So do subscribe and help us grow with you. Sagittarius ascendant people, Rohitji. Now, this is the ascendant of, this is the ascendant of Jupiter only. Jupiter rules the Lagna as well as the fourth house, the ascending rising sign in the fourth house. Now, here Jupiter is coming to the sixth house. I was hearing to one of the astrologer, he was uttering all kind of, I don't want to,
Negativity.
negativity.
This is how they want to scare people in the name of astrology.
You will go to hospital. This is the house of hospital. Your because this Jupiter gives expansion, so you will get some disease like
Oh,
cancer.
who will tell you that this is a house of loans also, and you will get some good loans, and you can extend your business because of 10th house. You can extend your wealth, and who will tell you that this is a house of sixth house? House of your parental maternal uncle. So why only diseases? This is a house of some competitions. Those who are going for the competitions, different they have a good result. Why to utter this negativity to people?
See, Rohitji, for सबसे first positive thing is that Jupiter entering into the sixth house. Remember, the nature of Jupiter is to make sure that it decreases all the negative things and increases all the positive things. What
Positive.
is the positive thing here? The positive thing about sixth house, it is the house of, your house of your health and your discipline. So it is health and discipline will be at priority for Jupiter because it is also making a connection with the 12th house. It will make sure that if there is any expenditure, losses, any problems, trouble, fear from enemies, it will remove it. Okay. If there is any problem that is going on with your uncles, with your maternal uncles, we call mama in our, or in that area of your life, there will be some positivity from that area also. If you are into any kind of fight or any kind of legal battle, here also you will get relief. If you are applying for debt to buy some kind of fixed assets, to buy some kind of second, to do something related to material resources, to make sure that with this debt your financial security will become more positive, this is that right time. There is a special connection of Jupiter here with the 10th house. There is that connection about your fame, your name, your workplace happiness, because 6th house is also the house of workplace. Those who are giving job interviews, very good time for them to get a job. Those who are trying to give a job interview to go to a foreign country, very good time
Yes,
for them.
work permits they can get. They can go to foreign countries for the projects, for the 10th house and 12th house activity. They can go
Because
abroad for
6th
the
house is
job.
also making a connection with that. So with so many positivity, why do we talk about negative? Negative is there. It is the house,
Hmm.
it is the house of diseases, right? So it is also the house that is this lower abdomen area. In that area comes the kidney area. So Jupiter rules the kidney. That's why diabetes happens. Jupiter rules diabetes. Jupiter and Venus together rules it. And this is time Jupiter is sitting in the house of Venus. So diabetes, I mean, kidneys can get affected. So for that you have to make sure that you are into the right food and right things like that. Now here, Rohitji, because this transit brings opportunities for improvement in work conditions, health, and overall productivity. It's an excellent time to adopt healthier habits and to find joy in serving others. That means in job area, try to serve other people. The aspects we talk about, especially the 10th aspect, will bring growth in career and public reputation, fame, power. Your rank will increase, action, you'll have discipline, your wealth will be increased because of your career. So it's a very positive time. In fact, the 7th aspect on the 12th house means partnership in a foreign country. It will encourage spiritual exploration, solitude, inner reflection. There can also be a very long distance travel due to work, and you may partner with someone in a foreign country, and you can ease your debts. You can ease, there will be a lot of winning in competitions. You can overcome the problem with your enemies. Expenditure will happen. Jupiter is looking in that house, expenses will be at rise, but gains will also be in the rise, because Jupiter is also aspecting the second house for you, where your money, it is a debilitated aspect. Okay, Rohitji, it is a debilitated aspect. So we have to be careful. It will increase your material resources, financial security, and everything related to that, but it is a debilitated aspect. So speech wise, you have to be in control. You can be too sweet to commit things, and then you will not be able to fulfill it, because you'll be very extremely busy. That can cause some loss to you. Now, Reggie, if you see the another angle here, 10th house is now occupied by Ketu. Ketu brings a lot of problem in career area, fame, dignity, power. It takes away everything. It takes a lot of problems, and some people may also be jobless here. Sagittarius ascendant. Now, this is the time they will feel very positive. Very positive means very positive in terms of their work area, because Ketu is a snake, and without a snake charmer, it will bite you. With a snake charmer, it will just dance according to what snake charmer is telling them. So this is what Jupiter is, a snake charmer, and Ketu is a snake. So Jupiter is aspecting Ketu. Ketu will come under a lot of good influence of Jupiter, and there will be positivity that you will be able to see all the Sagittarius ascendant people during this time. So the most important thing is to come into discipline and adopt healthier habits during this time. Now, another habit that you need to be is that subscribe, man. Subscribe what goes for you. It is free for you. It is free for you. It is so big honor for us that you come into our life. And there is a WhatsApp link in the description. If you want to click it, you will get personal appointments. You can directly come on the channel and start looking at our videos, and you also talk on our WhatsApp. Or those who want my number, this is here 4034931188. All the best. Luigi, anything you want to add which I forgot?
Only thing is those who want to learn astrology, because this is a great information, and those who want to learn astrology from Akashji can connect with him directly from 9th of March. Next day after Shivratri, we are starting astrology for beginners course, and only two sports left. Maybe after this video, when we will go on air with this video, with the with very first hour we fulfill this batch with two people. So let's see who's these two lucky people, remaining two spots. So send your details on the mail ID and WhatsApp number, and team will brief you.
Yes, Luigi. Moving on to Capricorn ascendant people. When we talk about Capricorn ascendant people here, Jupiter is going to be transiting into the fifth house, which is a very, very auspicious house for Jupiter, because when Jupiter transits in the fifth house, it makes a very big triangle. And that triangle is first house, ninth house, and fifth house. So this is one of the most best. Rohitji, your life is very good now. Jupiter has come to the fifth house for you.
Yes, my and Grace and Srishti's life. Yes.
Yeah, all our kids and you, every will be doing very good. Grace is to unwell from the day she is born. Like she has cold and cough because she has second house Saturn. So Saturn is
Ah,
sitting in her
and
nose,
cold, cold.
cold all
Mhm.
the time. So yeah, she's every day there is cold. There is no option only for cold going on.
Mhm.
So we are used to it now. Anyways, now here Jupiter is moving through fifth house for you, of creativity, romance, and children. This is the period of joy, romance, and creative expression. It's a favorable time for artistic pursuits, love affairs, and enjoying life's pleasure. So everything starts from love here. Unconditional love is where you will be able to do something good. Now, those people who do not have any connection with their kids, or any separation from their kids, this is the time that there is a window here. When Jupiter comes here, after a very long time, after 12 years, it is coming here. So it will be some kind of connection that happens with your children. So let's hope for the best. There is also a possibility that your love life that was completely still and nothing was working in that area, there can be some good thing that might spark up now. Skills wise, there can be some skills that you will start developing. Your devotion towards God, your devotion, this is the house of mantra chanting. You will become more spiritual because there is a connection of fifth and ninth house now, and ascendant. So this triangle is the most positive triangle in your chart. That's why first house, fifth house, and ninth house has no afflictions at all. They are no kind of afflicted house. They are the most positive houses. They are neither upchaya houses, neither they are what we say, dushtanas, or anything. They are all positive. 1, 5, and 9 are the best houses. Because Jupiter is sitting here in the fifth house, it will increase, or it will make sure that you go in from education to higher education also. And also foreign long distance is what is possible. Now, when we talk about the aspect of Jupiter, so fifth house is also the house of childbirth. Here, childbirth can happen, and because fifth from the fifth is the ninth house, so childbirth of second child also can happen during this time. So, if you are planning for a second child, go for it now. This is the right time. The ninth aspect on Virgo is also occupied by Ketu, and Ketu, could have made you very spiritual. This is the very good house where Ketu sits, right? Because this is the house of education, luck, father, devotion, spirituality. All the spiritual gains that you achieve and you store during this lifetime is the ninth house. This is also the house of religion and philosophy. Now, this is the time, then it will expand your higher education, spiritual understanding. Your travel to long distance can happen for education purposes also. Ketu here must have been must have been making you detach from studies and education and things, and brings you more towards spirituality. This is the time Ketu will be acting on the on the point of Jupiter. Jupiter will make your destiny, not Ketu. So this is the time Ketu will be completely under the control of Jupiter, and it will do whatever Jupiter wants it to do. So it is going to be very good. All the ninth house, the fifth house is ninth from the ninth, and ninth house is fifth from the fifth. So this is the both the houses are of luck. So your luck will be at seventh sky. One of the most important time for Capricorn that they have been waiting for, because it is a very hard kind of ascendant where they face a lot of hardships because of Saturn being the ascendant lord makes them work very hard. Now this year will be very eased down when Jupiter will help you to get bigger gains in your life, Rohit.
Especially for the people those who are going through Jupiter Mahadasha. And as you told that there was a problem regarding higher education, especially in abroad, because Ketu in the ninth not able to do this thing. But
Yeah,
now Jupiter in the 12th house lord coming here in the fifth house, education, putting aspect on the Ketu ninth house, long journeys, higher education. Now these things will, if God wants, then these things will happen now.
exactly. Because this the other aspect of Jupiter, that is the on the 11th house, the seventh aspect.
Wishes come true.
Wishes will come true, your hope will come true, there will be income, there will be gains. Your elder brother might help you, or your siblings might help you. There can be your friends who can suddenly come.
Sometimes younger brothers, act like elder brothers. So this is for me.
Maybe there can be some very good news that will be coming, and it will enhance your friendships, your social connection, and long-term aspirations that you are looking for, or you want to make a goal that this is what I want to do this year and this is how I will do. Here is where the possibility, the positiveness will come, Rohichi. So one of the best time for Capricorn ascendant people, and I'm not saying just because to make you pleased. You can see yourself that what is going to happen. Go in the beginning of the video and see the story of Jupiter's aspects. Why Jupiter took these aspects himself, that I want these aspects, give it to me. I want to enhance this. That
And
is
one thing more connected here, what we're talking about the higher education, because when Jupiter will move from the fourth house, it will give a open ground to the Saturn for a debilitated aspect. It will disturb your domestic place, and you have to go abroad. And it will continue till the next transit of the Jupiter when it will come in sixth house and put aspect on the 12th house. You will be stay there for that period. So this is how I think things are shaping here.
flipping here. So yeah, very, very good observation, Ruchi, yes. And I am just happy because of Ketu is getting into control, because ninth house Ketu can create a little bit of disturbance here. So that is where Jupiter is going to be acting very strict, very nice. Uh, And the third aspect of Jupiter is going to be on the first house, Rohiji. This is the house related to your personal growth, self improvement, and physical appearance. Here also, you will come out as a very bright personality. Your destiny will be supporting your mind, attitude, your physical state, and everything will be very positive. Very nice.
There is one, when some friend tell like good things about us in Hindi, we say "Rulaoge kya?" So this is how what Capricorn people will say, because lots of hardship they are now getting this time. They can say after this video and write in comment, "Bas karo Akash ji, rulaoge kya?"
No,
So
but
this is the time.
it is the truth. You have to be very happy that Jupiter is putting an aspect on the ninth, first, and the fifth house. When these three things happen, and also the 11th house, which who expects that, expansion in that area, expansion in income, expansion in gains, expansion, in your wishes, in your hope. What do we need more during this time? At least some positivity is coming. That is, we need to embrace it, and that is what, for the Capricorn ascendant people, we will be seeing this time. Do subscribe to our channel and make it yours, make it your own family, make it your place where you can have hope, you can have inspiration, you can have a lot of things. You can have these stories in the beginning, which I think, that is not the USP, I should say. That is what my passion is, to make sure to make people aware that how spirituality or how planets act, and how, what is there, what, why is this, why this happened.
No, this story thing is what make you stand alone among all the astrologers. This story thing is
I
what give
don't
you
want to
unique,
I
uh,
don't want to, Rohitji. Who am I? I am a garbage man in the world.
no,
I am
you are
just,
the
no,
you are the
remember,
link between that divine stories, knowledge of astrology, and the family members of ACS. So link is very important.
Rohitji. I was, when you listen to Shirdi Sai Baba's story, there is one very good song. It is called Sumar Manava. It is called
Hmm.
Sumar Manava. Usme he says, Mera Mera, kuch nahi mera, chhod de ahankar. That means you are no one, man. If, unless and until God puts that brain into you, God puts that
Hmm.
energy into you, you are zero. It is not me. I am not doing anything. It is just that I am trying to, be a instrument here of God. I am no one. That's why first thing, then astrologers say, oh, I gave you one remedy, it worked. I did this to you. Who the hell are you,
Hmm.
man?
Hmm.
You
Hmm.
are garbage people. I am also garbage. The moment you say I or my, I did something, no, it is your stars, it is your karma that has done. It is not anyone else's. This is a study. This is just like a teacher who knows that, this is the chapter, these are the details, and this is how you have to write it down. That is what astrology is, according for me,
Hmm.
and a
Hmm.
research subject. Anyways, Capricorn will say रुलाओगे क्या? Anyway, all the best for all the Capricorn ascendant people. There's a WhatsApp link in the description for personal appointments. You can go there personally also. If you want to talk to me, we can talk and discuss. And we can also, for the classes, if you want to join, I think there are two spots. I think before you even message, they might go. And I'll take only 30 students, not more than that, because I don't want to create a lot of crowd and then make them, 30 students is more than enough. So that, I give everyone 1 minute in the next round to ask questions, 30 minutes answering their questions. All the best. Subscribe. Aquarius ascendant people, Rohit. Now, when we talk about Aquarius rising and Aquarius ascendant people, Jupiter is in the fourth house for them. Fourth house is Sukhastan, the area of peace, inner peace, happiness. And here it is making a very good combination with two important houses, the 10th house of career and the 12th house of foreign travel. Here, for research purposes, those who are PhDs, those who are doing any kind of work or studies related to higher education, or some research they are doing, they can get a placement in a foreign country. That is number one thing that is doing. Those people who are having health problems because of Ketu in the eighth house, diseases, they're aging, there are losses, journey wise there is problem, enemies are growing, sorrow is happening. Bad habits cannot be, you cannot withdraw from bad habits. Sorry. This is the time that Jupiter aspecting the eighth house where Ketu is sitting will give lot of relief for people for that area. Fear, Ketu comes sometimes this fear also. It is a detachment planet, man. So it detaches you from, emotional and social security also it detaches. So that is where you get fear that, oh, what if this happens? What if that happens? That kind of area of life. And Saturn sitting in your Lagna right now, and aspecting your 10th house, Jupiter is going to aspect here, man. Saturn's aspect on the 10th house, it will ease down little bit. It will ease down little bit of slow career growth also. Okay, now here Jupiter is sitting in the fourth house related to home, family, emotional foundations, and stuff like that. This transit often brings experience, expansion, and blessings in the domestic spheres, improvement in living conditions, and strengthen family bonds. It is an excellent time for property investments and enhancing your living space. This is the time that you will do some kind of construction, you will do some kind of change of house, rental house, or maybe expansion in your house, some kind of new room, some kind of new thing you will get into your house, some kind of new TV, bigger TV you will get. Just an example. Car, you have a small car, you'll get a bigger car. It is a time of expansion. But this is also the time that your mother will be extremely supportive towards you. And those who do not have mother like me, I don't have mother like figures will be very, very important and very, very, you know, important in your life. Like for my example, I consider my wife like my mother. She's mother only, she's not wife. So she will become more supportive for me if I was Aquarius ascending people. That is what I'm trying to give you an example on. Now here, this is also the time that the aspects of Jupiter are going to be very positive for you, and that aspect, eighth house aspect especially, deepens understanding of shared resources. Fourth house is the house of property, and eighth house is the house of inheritance. If you are expecting any inheritance property from your father-in-law or from in-laws, in an ethical manner, you may get it during this time. This is also the time of personal transformation. You will get to know some hidden things in life that your research will bring out, and you will have clear picture about your partners or other people in the world, those who were trying to bluff you or making trouble you. Because Jupiter's aspect on the 10th house related to your career, it will bring opportunities, very good opportunities for fame, your ability, your dignity, power, rank, profession wise. There will be a lot of opportunities for business, career, job, action in these areas. Amazing time for you. This is also the time that will enhance your public image. That means you will be coming out as a very, very very wisdom oriented person during this time. Jupiter aspect on the 12th house, Rohitji, especially 4th house Jupiter. This is in a way, 4th house is afflicted only because Jupiter is sitting in the house of Venus. Okay, they are not considered very good friends. So that means any work that you have to do in a foreign country or any association with foreign country can happen during this time, Rohitji. This time, foreign association will happen. There will be some kind of good foreign association because of the career area as well. So it will also encourage solitude, spiritual growth, introspection. You will be going to an isolated place is what it can happen. Going to a colder place in life can happen. So many people will travel to colder places because 12th house is the house of Saturn. Saturn is a cold planet sitting in progression from the 12th house in the ascendant right now, aspecting the third house. So it will make some travel happen for a shorter period of time, but it will make travel happen. So make this time the best time of your life. Your inner peace is going to be restored. The struggle that you were facing in the area, especially related to diseases, health, and some kind of accident that you encountered, and you were not able to recover, you were not able to get into the good zone like that. Here you will be able to get into areas where you will be absolutely blessed in simple way. The 12th house aspect of Jupiter is the best aspect here because in Kalpurush Kundli, in the normal Kundli, for example, take Lal Kitab, Jupiter will be looking at your 12th house in that case. If it is sitting in the 4th house in general cases, it will look at the 12th house. So that means it is the ninth aspect. So Bhagyodaya in a foreign country, Bhagyodaya is in a different religion, Bhagyodaya in a different culture, Bhagyodaya on a different land. Bhagyodaya means destiny rising in a different land. So all the best, Rohitji. What do you think, Rohitji? I feel this is very beautiful, this aspect of Jupiter.
Yes, aspect is beautiful, and you always tell that Jupiter in Kendra is very good because of Vishnu's Sthan. And Kendra, sitting in Kendra, looking in Kendra, 10th house, very good in profession. And one thing what I want to know that sitting in fourth, looking at eighth, and connecting with 10th also, is these people, can do good in share trading and all these things, or something hidden things, or lottery or anything? No?
No, 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 Rohitji. See here, the ruling planet for all the speculative gains is Mercury. And Jupiter
Mercury.
and Mercury do not go together with each other.
Not good friends. Yes.
Yeah. Not good friends, or Jupiter is stepfather of Mercury, so
Hmm.
that's why. But Jupiter is aspecting the eighth house. So if you go into speculative things, because that house is also ruled by Mercury, Jupiter will give you losses. So during this time, speculative gains should be avoided.
Avoid it. Okay.
And see now, very simple. From the fifth house, Jupiter is sitting 12th from the fifth house.
Hmm.
So losses in speculative gains if you do that. So don't indulge into such actions.
Okay. So that is important point. What I learned today.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we have to see a lot of relationships between them. I saw many charts. I think more than 12 charts now I have saved. Whenever Jupiter will be aspecting Mercury, in most cases, the such people become the third gender kind of thing. Like they become
Oh.
LGBTQ and that kind of, they have that kind of emotions because of the curse from Jupiter to Mercury that, you will be born with no gender. So it is not a curse for those people because they are beautiful people. I talk to them every day. I have my best friend is into this LGBTQ thing, and there is nothing wrong with them. It is just that their emotions and their hormones are very different. So I love them. I think they are Sakshat Mercury. Anyone and anytime if you find someone, you should be very good friends with them. Make sure that you share because when they give ideas, their creativity level is at 10 times higher. That's why all the fashion designers and whatnot, they are like into this great ideas and they have such creativity high level because of Mercury being so strong for them. Anyways, so you should subscribe so that we also become very, very close and you can always be a part of our family. We can always discuss your things in detail. All the best. Hai. And there is a WhatsApp link in the description for personal appointments. If you want to personally connect, let's connect and have fun. Moving on to Pisces ascendant people. When we talk about Pisces rising here, this is the Lagna Lord, right? In the third house. So the first thing that we will see is that Lagna Lord in the third house will bring you hardships, bring you a lot of it will bring your courage to a very big level. Your friendship will be very very what you say, the conversion in friendship will happen very good. That means anything that you have to get out of the friends will be very easy for you during this time. Now, third house, whenever Lagna Lord will sit in the third house, it will bring hardships also. This is a common factor of Jupiter to do because it is sitting in the third house. Third house is the house of hard work, huh? So you have to do hard work. But because third house is the house which governs communications, your siblings, short trips, everything in these areas will be very pleasant. You will gain from these areas. This transit favors all forms of communication, including learning, teaching, and writing. If you are trying to do anything in these areas, it will be very good. It is an excellent period for connecting with siblings and neighbors and for engaging in meaningful conversations, meaningful communications that will convert into ideas and that will give you profit. That can also convert into partnerships for you. Because see, the fifth aspect of Jupiter is happening on your seventh house. That means during this time, if you make your friends or your siblings your partner, you're going to gain a crown. Seventh house is the house of crown. It is the house of Pad Prapati. It is the house of associations, partnerships, victory, happiness, joy. It is also the house of making a house in a foreign country, like making real estate in a foreign country. And that is the seventh house. Very, very auspicious house. Here, the problem that you were facing is because of Ketu. Ketu in the seventh house may detach you from, or might have been detaching from October onwards. There were a lot of ups and downs in relationships. There could have been a lot of urine infection, trouble in eating habits, food poisoning, and a lot of misunderstanding between business partners and spouse, and a lot of detachment, a lot of silence. This is what you must be facing. But Jupiter is a snake charmer, and Ketu is a snake. So Jupiter will just do action on what Ketu will do action on what Jupiter has to say. Brihaspati Devta, Guru Dev, is the one who controls Ketu's action. And when Ketu is left alone without any aspect of Jupiter, Ketu starts taking a lot of negative form. But Jupiter comes and tells Ketu that wake up. You are a spiritual person. How can you give this kind of results? Then it starts acting in more wisdom. So this is the time your partnerships and your public relations will improve. On the other hand, Rohitji, there is one very good aspect on the ninth house of higher education, luck, spiritual journeys, long distance travel, travel for education, travel for marriage, travel after marriage. If you got married now, there is no travel that was happening. This will happen. Your education that you want to do in a foreign country, very nice time. Any relationship with your father that was not going in the right way will also happen right during this time. If you're planning for a second child, go for it, because this is fifth from the fifth. There's a possibility of getting second child. A new relationship can be developed with a second child for you. You will find guru during this time. This is the time that you may find a mentor. Someone will come to your life who will give you the right guidance. They will partner with you for the growth that you deserve in the life. And Jupiter in the ninth house gets enhances your luck like crazy. With part, this is the time that, see, fifth aspect on seventh house of partnerships, seventh aspect of partnerships in the ninth house. Your luck will specially come from partnership area in your life. So it is one of the most auspicious time. I am very very happy from this aspect. And the third aspect of Jupiter is going on the 11th house. This is a debilitated aspect. Here, it will support lot of achievement of goals. It will expand your social life. Your communication channel becomes more wider. That means those who are also thinking of becoming motivational speakers and whatnot, it is a very good time. Those who want to start something on social media, very good time, because third house and 11th house are making a connection. Those who are worried about their income gains, and friendships, and your wishes and their hope and their goals to get complete, your destiny will help you. You just have to start. You just have to plant the seed. This is a time of growth for you guys. There will be a lot of growth and gains for all the Pisces ascendant people. One of the best transit that is happening. But hard work will be utmost, because Lagna Lord is in the third house. Your courage will be also there to make you hard work. That is what it is going to happen. Only one thing that Jupiter can do here is that, because this is the area of your eyes, so if those who have diabetes, those who have any problem related to kidneys, they have to be careful that their eyesight and everything is okay, because this is the right eye. Okay, so sorry, I am saying right ear. So any problem related to hearing, any problem related to, any problem related, if your ears are ringing, if there is any problem in the ear, immediately take medical assistance, because Jupiter can increase that problem for a longer period. Like Rohitji was telling me that his ear has problem. I told him that Rahu was there sitting in his 11th house, right, Rohitji?
Still I have this, still
Yeah,
not solved.
Rahu. Garlic. Only garlic drops in your ear and it will go away,
Yes,
because
mother has prepared this thing, what you told, garlic and I think mustard oil, I think, sarson
only
tel.
garlic. One drop
Only
of
garlic.
garlic, if you put it in your ear, all the infection, everything will go away, because Rahu is garlic. The Rahu's blood made garlic. Here also, if any problem comes, make sure that you don't put honey in your ear, but consume honey. It will ease the problem. It is an antibiotic. It will remove all the problems that you will have. Because see, left ear and right ear both are affected, because Jupiter is putting an aspect on both the areas. So, during this time, don't use headphones. Don't listen to very loud music and stuff like that. Try to love your ears. This is very good time to pierce the ears this time. If you pierce the ears, your luck becomes double, triple. But depends on your chart, now how your Mercury is also placed. Otherwise, a good time for you. Do subscribe. I know that you guys always come watch us. So if you can also become a part or give us a little bit of contribution from your subscription, it will bring more or more positivity in the area of our life. And there is a WhatsApp link in the description for personal appointments. Go there, personal appointments, and we will be able to talk to you personally. You can just WhatsApp, and my team will talk to you about appointments. Rohitji. And the course also, Rohitji. They can join the
Yes,
course. Beautiful course.
that's what I am telling, that end of this video, that there is a good news which I told you in during this video also. Astrology for beginners course starting from 9th March, next day after Shivratri, you will be part of this batch, but only two spots left. 20, 30 people batch, 28 already enrolled. So who are those two lucky people? Let's see. Send your details on this mail ID or WhatsApp number. If you are the one who love astrology or want to learn astrology in a systematic and scientific manner, then this is for you. So send your details. Team will contact you, brief you everything about this course. And those who want to take a personal consultations, the same number works for that also.
Thank you, Rohit ji. Thank you, Rohit ji.
Thank you very much. Keep subscribing, keep sharing. We pray from the team of AC Astro that this transit go very, very, very good for all the 12 ascendants and you achieve everything in the life. Thank you very much, Akashji, for this
Thank you,
detailed
Rohit
research.
ji.
Jai
Thank you.
Shri Ram, Jai
Jai
Mata Di,
Hind,
Om Namah
Jai Mata Di, Jai Mata Di.
Shivaya.